Pisces, welcome to your reading. I'm recording this in December, but whenever you find it, it will be for you. It's just for Sun, Moon, Rising signs, and cross-watchers, you're welcome. Welcome in, welcome back. My name's Julie, and this is Julie's Tarot reading. So, when I was meditating on your reading this morning, I felt an awful lot of emotion, almost to the point where it wanted to make me cry. I was like, what is this? Where's this coming from? And it's not so much loneliness, but I'm feeling just a lot of emotion coming up. I think Christmas is a very special time of the year for all of us, but maybe a bit more so for Pisces. So I wanted to pull you a Soul Helper Oracle card, and let's see what comes out. I do feel like it's time for you to open up to love. If you've been on your own for a long time, if you're single, even if you're coming out of a not such good relationship, it's time for you to let your guard down a little bit. I hope that makes sense for somebody. It might just be for a few. Okay, so the card that's come out, oh my goodness, you can see this. It says, it's time for romance has come. Set it as an opportunity for a radiant life. And it's a 2-2, which is a master number, and 2's about stability. It says in the book, and I'll read this very quickly, it has been far too long since you gave yourself to the romance of life. Your mind, your sensible side, is always fighting against it. Listen to your soul, which is letting you know that it's time to surrender. So they just want you to surrender to love, even if you've been hurt in the past. It's time for something new. It is a master number 22, and the healing crystal, if you're interested, is rose quartz, and the power animal is hummingbird. And I believe hummingbird is somebody who treads lightly. So the just to cut that bit. The second oracle card I wanted to get you was the Enchanted Path. No, I beg your pardon, the Spirit Animal Guide. Because I do feel we all have guides, and your animal spirit guide is going to help you in this particular time. Okay, so the card that's come out is Wolf, Inner Strength. Quickly read you that. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back. Try to take a look at this with fresh eyes. Wow. Do you know what that says to me? That says to me, if there's been a past heartbreak, it may have put you off, love. But it's also saying that this might be a challenge for you to open your heart and let somebody in again, and it's going to take some inner strength to do so. Let's get one more oracle, and this one is a really lovely one. This is Door to Destiny Oracle. I don't know why I always forget what that one's called. Okay, and so let's have a look and see where this is going for you. Okay, so excuse me, your card is Wisdom, Insight, Enlightenment, Experience, Understanding and Intelligence. So I feel that that's a message to say you've learnt the lessons from the past. It isn't going to repeat, and just have the inner strength to let somebody in. It's time. Okay, so let's get some tarot on this. And when I was cleaning the tarot decks this morning and I was splitting them, the amount of times the Fool came out in the splits, and I cleaned 6 decks this morning, and 3 times the Fool came out. So it definitely is taking a risk on a new journey. You also got the Judgment card. You also got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is about an ending of a painful mental period. It's also about thoughts, but also it can be about your heart. The Judgment, make a decision to have a new journey, because that phase is now over. I also got the Ace of Cups when I split the deck. And when I split this deck, I've got the Page of Wands, standing on a road, preparing for a brand new journey, and the Ten of Cups. This is going to take you to ultimate happiness. Let's see what comes out. I kid you not. The Two of Swords in reverse. So the Two of Swords upright is, you can see the lady's blindfolded. They're protecting their heart, sitting on a stone bench. There's turbulent seas behind them. Can't see where they're going, so they're just protecting themselves. But in reverse, it feels like you are slowly coming out of that period now. I also feel, I'm surprised the star didn't come out, because I'm also feeling a lot of optimism and faith that the universe has your back. The lessons you went through in the past regarding love, you've learnt them. And it's time to sort of put them into practice in a way. Give me something else, please, Spirit. Wow, you cannot make this up. Ten of Swords. Yes, you may have been hurt in the past. This is not going to be for everybody, obviously. But if you can see the sunrise in the background of the card, that painful period is over. And then the third card was the Six of Swords. You won't be doing this journey alone. There is somebody waiting to come in, and I feel it's the King of Cups. Somebody's very emotionally intelligent, patient, kind, compassionate, who's been through all the shit that you've been through, and they understand. So they will go slowly with you. And I feel this person is somebody you can trust. So in this boat, you can see this lady's not travelling alone. She may have a child with her. You could have children, but I feel like the swords are also, you will carry these thoughts into the future for a little while, till you learn to trust again. That's the trouble with Pisces. Once you break our trust, it's very hard to get it back. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit, so I feel like you may have been in hermit mode for quite some time. Maybe feeling alone and unwanted. But it's time to find your balance and your stability again now. Alright, should we do a few more on that, or should we just go with that? Okay. It's not very... See if we can get this a little bit closer for you. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure I've actually started to hit record. Okay, I'm feeling a few more. Oh look, Hermit. And Ten of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. So stability, financial stability, legacy. That could be family. And one more. Queen of Pentacles. Being very stable, nurturing, kind. And you have the Hierophant on the bottom. And the Death. And the Three of Swords. Wow. So this painful period in the past, it's over. Three of Swords is always a past heartbreak. This new, we'll put these down actually. This new romance is one that's going to, it could be marriage. I mean, I do feel it's very long term, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. It's also very, very transformative for you, in the respect that I feel like it will renew your trust and your faith in human beings again. So we'll put that there. Okay, so let's work on that. I'm so annoyed if I cannot get these all in the frame, because obviously I want you to see the cards, especially my tarot students. Okay, Hierophant is a commitment. It can be a marriage, but it's also wisdom, mainly a wisdom card. It's like you have learned all the lessons that this ending provided you. I feel like when you move away, you'll come back into a much more stable energy. I mean, I feel like you just get on with the day anyway. You know, you don't sort of sit around moping about it. You know, you get on with what you need to get on with. But there seems to, I'm feeling like a hole in my heart, like you would like someone of your own. I hope this resonates with somebody. But this moving away and coming back into a very stable, safe energy is a major transition for you, because I think it's taken you a long time. Excuse me, sip of my tea. So whilst you've been in hermit mode, you've been reflecting and releasing any heartbreak. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that up there, so it stays in the picture. Now this ending is over. The next relationship is going to be very stable and on sure ground, leading to marriage. You might not see this coming, but listen to your intuition, because you'll know this person when they come in. You will recognise their soul. So let's have a look at the Two of Swords. Two of Swords was on its, the moon was on its side. So things may have been foggy for a while whilst you were going through this heartache. I've also just heard, how could they do that to me? You've got the Seven of Swords. So let's put it up there because it fell out like that. Okay, hopefully that's all still in the picture. Okay, so this moon is about confusion and illusion. So this ending may have caused you an awful lot of hurt, and it also left you very confused. I'm hearing you lost your faith in humanity in a way. How could people do such a horrible thing, depending on what it was? And I feel like it sunk you into hermit mode for quite some time while you reflected on it. This was a betrayal. It was a lie. It was something that really broke your heart. Again, not for everybody, because we're all on different timelines and all got different journeys. But I do feel that you spent a lot of time in reflection, just taking one step at a time, trying to recover from this betrayal, this broken heart. But I feel like the time for grieving is over now, because I strongly feel that it's time for you to start living again. It's time for you to start trusting again. Let's have a look at this Ten of Swords for you, Pisces. I hope you're well. Two of Pentacles. You can see here that this young girl seems to be crying. Certainly seems to be upset. So yeah, this was painful. And you may have gone backwards and forwards about this, whether to move away from this or whether to hope that they will come back and put things right. Did you see the Justice card when I was shuffling? So you may have hoped that they would come back and do the right thing, but I don't think they will, because I think they're narcissistic. Okay, let's have another one for the Six of Swords. We've got the Page of Cups. This is a card of innocence. So this person coming in, so it looks like you're going towards a new destiny, calmer waters, which you'll encounter this Page of Cups. Could start off as a friendship. But you can see there, this guy's really open and smiling. He's got a teapot, coffee pot in front of him. So it could just start off as a friendship. This could be part of a group that you're working in or will work in. So this is just a friendship. It will start off as a friendship. You'll find you have got a lot in common with this person. They may have been through a similar heartbreak to you. I just want to get another one on the Ten of Swords, please. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this put you in the Queen of Swords energy. You were like, you know, don't F with me. I am not taking any rubbish from anybody. Excuse me. So you may have gone backwards and forwards or sat on the fence about releasing this past heartbreak, because I feel like you were just struck by lightning. It's like, wow, where did that come from? And it feels like it put you in a really Queen of Swords energy, like, that's it, I'm done, I'm not taking any more of this from anybody. Splitting the deck, you've got the Death and the Queen of Pentacles. But I feel like you now realise that this is not serving you to hold on to this anymore, because it's keeping you stuck. It's keeping you not moving forward, not enjoying life, not finding love. So with the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like you are now slowly pulling yourself out of this energy and realising that you've got to move forward. You've got to. This is over. This guy's or girl is not going to come back and apologise. Now, the Page of Cups can be an apology card, but I don't feel it's the case in this reading. I do feel this is an open, honest friendship. You'll start making friendships and just going out and enjoying yourself slowly, slowly. Let's have a look at the Hermit, please. Two of Wands. So whilst in hermit mode, you might have been making some plans, making decisions, So I do feel like you've made a plan. Okay, so I'm not going to rush out there, but I'm going to do this slowly. With the Ten of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. That's 11. 10 and 1 is 11. 11 is a master number, so there's definitely what's meant for you on the other side of this is a long-term security, long-term happiness, probably children. It's definitely a very solid offer coming from this young man. Tell me about the Page of Cups again, please. One more. 9 of Wands. So you might be tired, but you know that you've got to push forward. You're doing this with discipline. You've been through a lot of battles. You just want to go slowly. Maybe friendships to start with. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. 10 of Pentacles. Now, I set the intention of a love reading at the beginning of this reading because the emotions I was feeling in my heart were overwhelming. So I do feel this needs to be addressed because you've been on a very, very long, rough journey. Again, not for everybody. And it's your time now. It's your time to open up, get back out in the world, find your, I want to say sea legs again. And I feel that's apt because you need to go on a new journey now. You have to put the past behind you. Whoever did what they did, however they hurt you, you can't stay stuck. There's a choice here. You can stay here as long as you want, but another year will pass, another year will pass, and before you know it, 5 years have passed. And where have you been? Where have you got to? You know, Pisces are very emotional. They're also very intuitive, and they're also quite psychic. Well, very psychic actually. So I think you know, and your own intuition is telling you it's time to go, and it has been for quite some time, maybe for this entire year. But I feel like you've dug your heels in and like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. I'm annoyed with the world. You got the Knight of Pentacles. So moving very slowly, steadily, one foot in front of the other every single day, making an effort to ground yourself, making an effort to get back out there, take it slow. I keep being drawn to the Three of Cups on the back of that deck, so I do feel it's time for fun and laughter. And just remember, Pisces, that if you're in a situation and you don't feel on safe ground, you can pull away. You can go home, get in that cab, go home. You can make excuses to leave. So don't be worried that if you're in a sort of social setting and you don't feel comfortable or you're filling out of your depth, try and bear it. But if you can't, if you really can't, then withdraw. Okay, so this person, new person coming in that's offering you this stability or long-term stability over time. You've got the Ace of Cups and you've got the Page of Pentacles. Again, very solid offer. I feel like this person's also learning to trust again as well. So I feel like they've been through a similar situation. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant, please. Oh, okay. You've got the Awakening. That's the Wisdom card in the normal Rider-Waite Tarot. You can see, and I've not noticed this before, which is funny because I use this deck a lot. On one side, you can see this guy's very grey. He's dressed in black. He's carrying a book. It's like a shadow side of him, the dark shadow side of him. But he's been in that place for a while. But the guy on the right, might be left the way you're looking at the camera, he's full of flesh colour. You know, he's a flesh colour. He's in green, which is stability. And these gates are open. So it shows me that you may have been, I don't want to say asleep, but it kind of is, because this card is about having sort of gone along for a little while, not really looking at the world, not really awake, but I feel like you're being asked to wake up now. You've learnt the lessons. And I also want to tell you are protected, definitely protected. I feel your guides are around you saying, Julie, you're protected. If it was me, it'd be Julie, you're protected. Okay, let's get another one on the Hierophant. Eight of Swords. Okay, so I feel like it's time to come out of this, transform from this energy of worry and stress and overthinking. you've done your, I want to say you've done the time. Tell me more about the Hierophant, please. King of Swords. So this person coming in could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or they could just embody that. This person is very intelligent. They do things by the book, and I feel they will treat you as a lady or a gentleman. They're not going to put pressure on you at all. Tell me about the Death. Ten of Cups. One more, please. The King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. They're very independent. You will remain independent, but you can still have a relationship together. Tell me one more about the King of Cups. Sorry, Ten of Cups. The Sun and the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is seeing things from a higher perspective. It's also waiting. So with the Death, this is a major transition, literally shedding the skin, leaving your old persona behind, and that's kind of what I'm getting with the Awakening card as well, leaving that side of yourself behind, which was stressful. Also, I want to say being independent and taking care of yourself, you've learned a lot of harsh lessons where you've had to really drag yourself out. So there's no reason why now you can't be confident. You've learned the lessons. You have the wisdom to look at this analytically, be very independent, and know that if another relationship didn't really go the way you wanted it, you can pick yourself up because you've done it already. And with the Death card, you've got the Sun and Three of Wands. I think you've been waiting for this transition for a while. You now see with the Wisdom card things from a higher perspective, that this was a lesson. You've got the Sun, very, very positive, a lot of happiness. Let's just ask a little bit about this person coming in, please. Tell me a little bit about this person coming in. You've definitely manifested them. I was always told that for manifestation, you need to sort of write a list of kind of what you want and burn it, and then the universe can respond. You've got the Three of Wands, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles. This person is single. They're also very busy. They've got a lot coming at them. They're a master of their craft as well, whichever they do, but I do feel they're quite spiritual as well. You've got Two of Pentacles. This person is juggling multiple priorities. They could be quite busy, and they could own their own business. They know how to rest though. They know how to give time to themselves. You know, they're not all work. You've got the Knight of Cups. This person is looking for a new romance. I feel they may be divorced as well. This was a very tough period for them. They could have children. They've made they made the decision to walk away from whatever that was in the past. So they've been through a similar thing. They're very buoyant, spontaneous. They're good looking, male or female. And I also feel that they're a lot of fun. You've also got the King of Cups. I said the King of Cups earlier. This person is emotionally intelligent. They're very good looking. I'm hearing that. Very curious about the world. They might ask you quite a lot of questions about yourself. Be really interested in who you are. They might be a little bit shy to start off with, but I feel with the underneath the King of Wands that they may well just spontaneously offer you a date or something like that. And then you've got the Justice card. This is also courts, marriage, and you've also got the Four of Wands. So this person's looking for a long-term stable relationship in love. Wow. Pisces, you've got the Sun and the Three of Cups. It's time for you to enjoy life again. It's time to have fun. It's time to at least try to trust the universe has your back, and they will not send you a repeat of this. There's no repeat lessons here. If you can have the strength, you have the wisdom, but if you can have the strength to give somebody a chance, I see extreme stability and happiness on the other side of this. Pisces, I hope that's helped somebody for December. Try and catch up with you again at the end of the year, but it depends on how much time I've got. If you like it, like the reading, if it did resonate, it's not going to resonate for everybody, obviously. Just give me a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.